Good evening. Today is Saturday, 4th July. Happy 4th July to America. I love this country. Freedom of speech, and everyone deserves be happiness. Immigrants understand value of living in America, I can tell you that. I always understand that value of America. And I'm very hard work to be show America who I am. From different country. Because a lot of Americans don't understand, immigrants don't understand what we go through right there. It doesn't matter where we come from. Especially from dictator country like Russia, like North Korea, China. They know value. They know how it, America freedom. Freedom is big things for us. But in American freedom, I see a lot of Americans, they don't understand what is value of freedom. Because freedom can be bad, making choices, or good choices. You choose. And the beautiful things when you choose and working and truthful to faith of God, you choose right things. And that make you very happy. I'm very happy. My father always tell about America us. All the time. He's talking about even Michigan. Michigan have a lot of birds and very green and pure lake, pure water in the lake, and 5 lakes in the world. When he's show us all this safety place, he's tell safety place to living and beautiful place. He's always thinking right there is a special place for people, because Christianity come in right there. He's study about America a lot and tell us. That's why I love America, because right there I can talk to about Bible with anyone. I can tell about God, and I talk to people about this, and they're happy to talk. They always like my accent, and that's why I happy in America, and I'm celebrate Independence Day. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Enjoy your life and be happy. And last time I talking about my father a lot, maybe not enough. For me, he is not enough ever, because I know him more, I know his reaction, I know his words, I know his action. And before he is pass away, he is like disciple Paul. He's always tell us, my father have that character of the disciple Paul, and I tell you already. And last time I want to tell you what is on his cemetery granite slab words have it, and I'm prepare myself to read it today. We put his words. My mom actually, because she's know that's best words what he's always using, and he's loved that words. That's 2 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 7 and 8. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. Now there in store for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will award to me on that day. And not only me, but also to all who have longer for his appearing. How beautiful that words. When I read it, I don't understand. When I'm younger, I don't understand that words. My father liked that words. He's ready inside of him any day. Go. He's living only one day, and he's telling us, don't thinking about what happens tomorrow. Don't save your money. God take care of it. He's have very strong faith. And that is words, and that faith helped me realize in my life that's very true. And remember, I told you he's talked with everyone, children, and I want to tell you today what he's talked to me about before he's go to Moscow. I think God talked to him. He's feel it. He's go, and he's never see us again. When I come in his living room, he's laid down on his bed. It's like sleeper couch. You can fold it and you can open up. And he's sleeping right there, Moss. When they decided don't sleep together anymore. And that is his place in the house. And I told you he's pray right there and study right there and write the songs. And he's also write the songs, I remember, about heaven, place where he's want to be. Beautiful song. He's always sing that song. And in my imagination, this is so beautiful, heaven right there. He's always told us story about heaven. And I'm always imagining how beautiful right there. How peaceful right there. And I'm sitting on his bed. He's laid down because he's have so high pressure. His eye can barely see from that pressure. He's struggling, and I see it, and I looking in his eye, and he's looking at me, and he say, I want to ask you just one question. What you want in your life? Tell me. How you feel? What is your dreams? What you planning to do in your life? How you feel? What do you want to be? Because he's known me already. I want to be actress. I want to be leader. I always want, I think in my family, all of us, we want to be leaders. Because of father and mother, we're leaders. We know how to fight, we know how to survive. We're very good educated. And of course, we get it from our father and mother. They truth people through pure faith to God. And I know that. And it's so hard for me to answer that question for my father, what I want to be. Because inside of me, I have a lot what I want to be. But I'm afraid to tell him. I can read at his mind, I can lie to him. But he can read at me what is inside of me. And he's asking me, tell me, please, who you are inside of you, what you want to be. And I start talk to him. I want go to movie, watch the movie like everybody else, like movie theater. And he said okay. And I told him, I want to be in the movie too. You don't let me go. I want one day I won't go to, and I want to be an actress or singer or whatever. Because I feel like I have talent. I want to use it, that talent. So he said, okay. And I told him, I want to be a teacher in the school. I love children. I want to teach children. He said, okay. And more I'm open up for me. He's accept my all answer what I told him. And on the end, he's taking my hand and he's looking straight in my eye, and he's told me, remember I told this prophet all my life. He's telling me, I know what you want, and you will get it, that everything what you want. You won't choose what is cold and what is hot, because you want to test that everything. You're very observing. You won't be everything. And you probably tasting what is soft and what is hard, what is sweet and what is salty, what is very sharpy and very pokey, like needles. You want everything, and you're testing this. Believe me, because I know you. You don't afraid. I say no. I want just testing everything in that world, because that world God give it to us. Why not? You tell us, and I know God. And he started. We talked about 2 hours. He started me details, put that everything together in my brain, pieces by pieces, explain me. And I remember that. Now I understand what he's mean. Before I don't. But I remember his words. I'm crying, his open Bible, reading me, some virgin, and he say, you will go through, my daughter, a lot, very a lot. You will have very, very hard life, but God teach you everything. This is God's plan for you, because you want to. He's be teach you everything, and eventually, when you're growing up, and you get to that point, when you decided and realize it, who is God to you, and what is God's love for you, you'll be a very happy person. God give you happiness at that time. And I remember I have a lot of difficulties, and I'm always asking my mom, when I'm 34, when I'm 35, when I'm 25, when I'm 20, Mom, my father tell me I'm go through a lot, and I think I'm already go through a lot. Where is that my happiness? I never have it. He's promised me I'm the happy person. And my mom always smile and looking at me and say, you know what, daughter, God want? I say, what? He's tell, if you be patient, He's give it to you. You have to be patient. Your time coming, that time coming to you. Right now you have to just be patient and living right. Let God see you and teach you everything, and you'll be so happy soon. Give you time to work, time to relax, time for everything. They both know truth. They both profit because they got open for them that inside of them inside they have feeling, they have wisdom, they know God put on that they mind, they give it to that mind to God. And I'm soon tell you my story, personal my story. It's very difficult for me to tell. Every time when I tell some stories, my friends, it's very painful for me. But I know who is healing all this. And I'm happy to tell you, I know a lot of people go through with different kind of situations, and how God give it to me hand always. I won't tell you about this, what He's teach me in my life. But today, I want to tell you about my little brother, Paul. When my father went go to that meeting in Moscow with leaders, and he's don't want to go, and he's tell us he's very disappointed in that moment about church, because he's no church is failed, and he's no leaders betraying church, and he's won't fight for this. He's not agree with that. And when he is prepared himself to go, the whole family in like family room, where is my mother sleeping. We have living room and family room, and the whole family, all kids sit and waiting for him. He is talk to us first. He has talked to us with us, everybody tell the name and how he's loving and what character we have. Like, he's telling me, you're Tatiana, very good girl, you have kind heart, help your mom always to watch with kids, help her always be with kids. And I love do this always later. And every sister, my sister and brothers, he tell, when he start talking about my little brother, he's have very bad stomach infection, dysentery, and that's spread, that is a virus, very bad for society. It have a lot of happens in Turkmenistan, and he's get that infection probably from someone who is an outside, or who is now he's growing maybe, and he starts sick, and my mom nothing can do. He's have all the time diarrhea, and he's can't get out already from his, when he's pooping all the time. And they decide, and my father say, when I'm going to put him in the hospital, you can do nothing. And he's so skinny, just skin and bone, big eye. He's so skinny. My dad take him in his hand, and he's looking at him, and he say, I probably don't see you anymore. You're probably going. But I love you so much, my little boy. And I'll be with you when you go. And we put him in a hospital with my mother. Infection, they quarantine right there. You can't go to that hospital too much. Only you have to schedule appointment. Like Saturday, they only give it on weekends time, probably like 30 minutes, 15 minutes, or depend how sick a person. They all separate room and all control it, with nobody can escape, nobody can in that hospital, just no reason. My mom only can in that hospital to see her son. And one time we go to that hospital, I'm go with her. After already my father passed away. That happens fast, everything. And we go to that hospital, and when we're coming, he's in the center, like very big crib, and he's crawling right there and walking. He's so skinny, so pale, and that is cologne is coming out, like probably, I don't know, like 10-15 centimeters. And my mom start crying, and she's looking at me, and she say, he's dying, I nothing can help him. I wish I can healing him in home. Her neighbor tell some recipe how she can healing. I wish I can healing him, what we have to do. And I looking at her, she's devastated. She's already devastated. And on top of this devastation, she's the one losing her son after she's losing father, her husband. And I look at her and I tell Mom, come down. Let's be stealing him from that hospital. I take him, he's so light, and I can run. There's like small park right there. I'm going to look around everything. Who's like, how we can escape, what door they have. And you just follow me, and that bus station. When this bus come in, you just don't come in to me close. Stay away from me. I'm just sit by myself. Nobody be don't realize. I'm too young for mother. And nobody be don't realize that person from hospital. I'm with baby. Like a doll, you know. So light. And she say, no, I'm afraid. I can go to jail. How you survive, guys? But no me. No father, no mother. She start crying and crying. I say, Mom, if you won't save him, you don't have no one choice anymore. You have to make it right now decision, and we pray and we go. If you won't save him. And eventually she said, okay, let's go. And I'm taking him. I already know where I have to go. I say, Mom, you go to where is security, and I'm go to other door. I found the other door and back door, and I'm go right there. Nobody see me. There's hallways and rooms, and a lot of kids go around out because somebody come and see visitors and nurses, and like busy place, you know. And I'm go to the back door, who is gone, maybe take him outside to a little bit, and I start walk to that park, that walkway. When I'm down that park, I'm start run. When I'm walk, my mom is behind me, and she's breathing so hard. What's happened me? I don't want to be arrested. I don't want nothing to happen. I just don't listen to her. And eventually I'm far away from her. I'm start around the bus station, and I see like 2 buses right there. And I'm jumping on the second bus. I give it to my mom little bit time to she can realize I'm in the bus. And she's coming, she start first walking, and she's coming, and she see me on second bus, and she's coming on second bus. First one already start drive away. And we sit and she's sit on different seats. And on the end, when we have to be on the end and bus station, our bus station, we get out and we walk home together. And she don't say no one words. She's just like try to relieve a little bit. I say, Mom, you see, we're okay, we're good. I say, what if they come in the house? I say, nobody coming in the house. We don't need them. And God will protect us. And we're coming back home. And she's start making that healing tea. They have to be taking 2 small piece garlic heads, small, and boil that water and drink it. And she's clean out him all the time with that stuff. All the time she's giving to him drink and drink and drink and kill that virus. And she's won. She's killed that virus. And he start come back, start running, and she's so happy. After that, she's put her soul on that my young brother, because she's thinking if her father tell him goodbye and he's go and means something, father leave it for her, the child. She's loved the child always, and she is put him on always an education, and like take care of him best, like he's a spoiled child, very spoiled. And we kind of jealous little bit why mom doing that. But when I'm growing up, I understand she is depressed and she's lost the loved one, and she's need that love, and she's put that love on that my little brother. When he's grow after 16, he's have a little bit physical issue. He's have sclerosis, spine sclerosis, and she's kind of worry about him all the time, and she's put him on education. He's a finished college, and a cook. He's very good cook, and she's want his be pastor. She's put him on a college of Seventh-day Adventist Church in Zauksky seminary, and he's finished that seminary, Christian college. It's already in 1990 already. Church is different, and I tell you later because I'm come back to church at that time, and he's study right there. He is served God 15 years, and he's have his difficult too. Now he's won't come back. He's for a while. He's have family problem a lot. For a while. Like probably a few years. Now, I just today talked to him. He's went back, like my father. He's ready. I pray for him a lot. To his, because his mom wish he's go to be disciple. She's always, before she's passed away, she's told me, I'm in America and I already have my child. She's tell, only my younger son from Florida come in be serving God. And she's so happy about this. I have one who's followed my husband, your fathers. I'm so proud of him right now. He struggled a little bit. Life. Everybody have something in your life, right? Our lives. Difficulties, disappointments. But that moment, God always with us. His little bit is disappointed, yes. Difficult, yes. But right now, faith of sparkle. Touch his heart, he's ready. He's today tell me he's have sponsor to apply him for he can go to work for God, missionary. I say go, and God bless you. I'll be praying for you. I'm so proud of him. It's time. And time goes so fast, and we grow, we're working, and my mom decided move from that country to close to Father cemetery, close to Moscow. She's looking for, asking pastors to find city. Like I told you, nobody care about her, but some of us, just only like few people help her. And she's have to sell that house, but that house by other pastor, because it's good house for living, and he's moving, he's given to her money, and she's choose city of Ryazan, close to Moscow, probably like 2 hours drive, 1.5 hours, like. And we start prepare ourselves to move. And I told that story next time. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe me, write me notice, and I tell you my story next time. How we moved to city of Ryazan, close to Moscow. Happy 4th of July.